Do you see the court filing by Kilmar Abrego Garcia's team saying that he was tortured while he was at CICOT? Kilmar was sent to CICOT on March 15th when Trump tried to initiate the Alien Enemies Act. This was done even though he had a court order saying that he should not be returned to El Salvador for fear that he would be retaliated against. And even the Trump administration admitted that they sent him there by error. And different courts, including the Supreme Court, said that the Trump administration had to bring Kilmar back to the U.S. But they refused to, claiming the entire time that they didn't bring him back because he is a member of MS-13. Well, he was finally brought back to the U.S. in early June. But it wasn't because the Trump administration admitted it made an error and freed him. It's because they brought him back to the U.S. to face charges for allegedly human smuggling in Tennessee, which he has pleaded not guilty. And now, since he's back in the U.S., he's one of the first people to tell us what's been happening inside CICOT. And it turns out from the second he got there, he was beat by officers, that he was kicked in the legs with boots and struck on his head if he didn't change fast enough, and that him and other Salvadorians had to kneel from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. And the cops would beat them if they fell from exhaustion. And that Kilmar was denied bathroom access and soiled himself. He was also sleep deprived, and the nutrition was so inadequate that he lost 31 pounds. And the guards determined that Kilmar was not affiliated with a gang, so they kept threatening him to transfer him to the cells where gang members were so they could tear him apart. And something I didn't know, Kilmar had been transferred before his meeting with the Senator Chris Van Hollen to the Santa Ana facility, which is designated for people who are not gang members. So it seems that the Bukele administration knew that Kilmar was not affiliated with a gang, and I'm pretty sure the Trump administration knows it too. Also in the filing, Kilmar's team says that the Trump administration knew that they were torturing people in CICOT, and that Trump showed glee and delight at the tortures that were happening at CICOT. Now, Kilmar does remain in jail while this human smuggling case goes forward because his attorneys are afraid that if he is released, ICE and the U.S. government try to pick him up and deport him again, saying that if they don't send him back to El Salvador, they'll probably send him to somewhere else. Kilmar is the only person out of the over 200 people that were wrongfully sent to CICOT back in March to have been released. So unfortunately, his story is not unique. These people, along with who knows how many more innocent people, are being tortured in CICOT, and we have no idea. This is only the first time we're hearing about what goes on in there. This is still a developing story, so I'll keep you updated. And as always, please consider becoming a paid subscriber on here so I can continue bringing you stories like these.